Hey, welcome back. Today's Swiss Army knife will be a Victorinox Ranger. Stay tuned and we'll check it out. The Victorinox Ranger is a 91mm 5-layer tool and is the slimmest model to contain both the metal file and the wood saw. Older models, like the one we see in front of us here, will have the original back layer fine screwdriver without the hump, and it will have a metal camping inlay on the scale. Newer models will add the multi-purpose hook and chisel to the back layer, bringing the total tool count on the back up to 5, which results in a very high tool density. So as stated, this is 5 layers, putting it right at 13/16 scale to scale, and we'll get into it. So we have our camping logo there, as we see. And then coming around on the back side, we have a 4-turn fluted corkscrew. With the original style precision screwdriver on the back that was introduced in 1977. And that ran till about 1985 when they came to the one with the hump in it. We get the 1961 pattern Raymer All that does not have the sewing eye. That was added in 1985. And then when we look at our keyring location, we are over here on the corkscrew layer, so we know that is a pre-1991. On our opening layer, we get the standard can opener with the little precision screwdriver at the top, no Swiss pat stamp. We get our cap lifter and wire bender with the hollow ground screwdriver. But we do not see the wire stripper, nor do we have a 90-degree stop on this one. With the post 75 pattern of scissors with the dual band spring, the screw, and then obviously we're not into the 1990s yet because we do not have the spring guiding groove. We get the wood saw, which should be a 29 tooth right weighted version, non-polished, but we don't yet. There's a little tip change in 79 that I'm still trying to figure out, and it has something to do with where it sits back here, whether it has a flat spot or a raised spot, and that one looks flat to me, so I'm not sure. Then we get the 1975 pattern of metal saw. So you can see where it comes down on the tang is a little different. And we're obviously not a stainless grind yet. We have the standard main blade. And for tang stamps, we get Victorinox Switzerland stainless Rossfry with the small V for Victorinox. And we have the Ossifer Suisse or Seuss on the rear with the bow and arrow, and the plus sign does touch the bow and arrow. So this tang stamp indicates a early 1976 tang stamp that ran till about 1986. We have our standard spear point blade, or I've seen it a few places called a pen blade, but that is a post 1973 feature. We get our standard scale tools with the pre-78 aluminum tip tweezers. And the toothpick. Now, some related models to this are the Handyman, which basically replace the Champion A or B as far as a 6-line or 6-layer tool, and it adds pliers to this tool lineup. Then you have the Master Craftsman, which replaces the corkscrew on the back with a Phillips, and those, a lot of those that I've seen will have the Space Shuttle or the Spaceman on it, and then I think the one that I have does not. I'll have to check the collection. And then you have the Huntsman that removes the metal file and the fine screwdriver on the back, or a chisel if you have a newer one. And then you have the Outdoors Original, which will be our next Victorinox video, and it's basically the same tool lineup with the exception of the main blade is fully serrated and the cap lifter is replaced with a small pruning blade. So again, we have that nice older style camping logo. And so we're going to date this knife based on the lack of patent stamps and wire stripper as starting around a 1980. And then because of the back layer tools being what they are, we're going to say that this is an 80 to about 85 Victorinox Ranger. So if you like these videos, give me a thumbs up, subscribe below, and as always, I appreciate your time. Stay tuned and be nice to one another.